Overland camp cooking prep tips with Bob from 4Xploring.
What you making, Mary?
I'm not making nothing. I'm just stirring rice.
Stirring rice?
Bob, Mary, and the crew from 4Xploring set up their kitchen and began prepping dinner for day one of the 2022 fall adventure, while the rest of us were exploring the Grand Gulch mine and setting up our tents. A link to day one's video is in the description below.
Bob, what you got for us?
We are having bulgogi.
Bulgogi?
Yep, it's green.
So are you going to chop and flip the knives around like they do at the... No?
When you go primitive camping, the words roughing it come to mind. Sometimes roughing it means cooking as well. However, on the 2022 fall adventure with 4Xploring, we were treated like royalty with the finest of meals. Our first night on the trails, Bob and the crew whipped up a tasty Korean dish.
Are you the sous chef, Chris?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you get your training?
School of Hard Knocks. No, just a lot of cooking. Done it for decades. Love cooking. Bob and I both are. I don't want to call us pros at cast iron, but we've been doing it for a long time. So we work really good together. Love the cast iron the cowboy way, which is what you get out here. You just get international food the cowboy way.
There you go.
Which is our unique way.
Korean cowboy.
That's right. Hope you enjoy.
Bob, Mary, and the crew had that system down. They've been practicing for years. Here are some of Bob's Overland cooking prep tips.
I take it you prepare some stuff beforehand.
This is all done at home. Prep at home is key.
So that would be tip number one from Bob.
Yep.
Prep as much as you can at home.
Absolutely. I like cooking, but I don't like cooking that much. I'd rather be hanging out with my friends here and shooting a breeze and having a tequila with my buddy Russell and just watching it cook.
Do you freeze? Did you freeze the hamburger?
It's frozen. We take it out. That's tip number 2. Freeze. Even if you do not have a fridge freezer, it's cheap ice. I like to freeze them flat. So that's how they go in the freezer. And when they're solid as a rock, you have cartridges. Chunk, 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 chunk in the freezer. Kind of showing my age, kind of like cassettes or 8-tracks.
Right.
They stack nice. A lot of people just get it in a bag and throw it in the freezer, and they got this weird shaped thing, and then they lose too much freezer space or cooler space. So another way you can do that is put them on a cookie sheet if you have a deep freeze. That way they stay flat and they kind of fill out the shape of the bag, and then you just got all these little... Another thing you can do for freezer space, if you have a small freezer space, like a bread pan, a small bread pan.
Right.
Get them in the bag and then kind of work it down into the bread pan, then you have a cube. So it stacks up like bricks. Water, tip number 3. Gallon jug of water, get them at Walmart, Safeway, King Super, whatever, wherever you get your water. Put that thing in the freezer at home. It'll thaw throughout the week. Pour the water off. Your refrigerator don't run so hard because you have a block of ice in it. But it's in a gallon jug, it can't make a mess. So that's a good one too. We've been doing that for 30 some years whenever we go to the Northwoods with the old Coleman coolers.
Yeah, I remember those.
Milk jugs.
Yep.
You know, washed and cleaned real good. You can drink it after it thaws, but you got blocks of ice in there instead of going to the store and buying a block of ice. Put a jug in the freezer. It's easy.
I'm making beer
Make
bread.
her work for the rest of
Beer
the
bread.
Beer bread. Have you ever made beer bread at home?
No, I've never made beer bread at home.
Well, it's really simple. You mix up all the dry ingredients ahead of time.
Right.
Cooking tip from Mary.
Oh my gosh, that is the coolest little spice thing.
Work in progress.
I love it. Where do you get those at? That looks like maybe the Container Store.
So I think Mary might have ordered these online.
Eggs.
Yep, pre-scrambled.
Right.
It's way easier to haul them this way.
How many eggs are in there?
40. You can freeze these too this way, which I have one frozen in the freezer
I did not know that.
for later in the week. Eggs freeze pretty well.
But they have to be scrambled, though.
Yes.
Right? You can't freeze them in the shell.
No.
When you cook for large groups of people, you need to be efficient with your prep, and Bob has it down to a T. The first day's dinner was done, and the 4Xploring crew rang the dinner bell, and dinner was served.
Visit Bob.
Alright, so the way the Koreans eat this, pinch of the sesame seeds, a little shake if you want. Green onion on top of that. There's broccoli here.
I don't know if you heard me, I do light salt and pepper on the broccoli.
All week we ate like kings. Stay tuned to more Cooking with Bob, coming up on Jeep Life with Jeep Momma.
Word has it they're very mild.
But wait, there's more.
So, Bob, what are you doing now?
Grease in my pan.
What are we?
Making dessert. I have a chocolate chip cookie
Chocolate chip cookie and the Campfire.
and ice cream.
Ice cream?
Ice cream.
Is there an ice cream truck that's going to come along?
It's already here.
Oh,
It's right behind me.
a Jeep ice cream truck.
We have Dometic fridge freezers, so we have one side set to freeze, so we have ice cream.
Whoa. Oh, look at that chocolate.
Not wet yet. That's right.
Enjoying this? I'm enjoying this. Don't let your dingle dangle in the dirt.
For more Jeep Life with Jeep Momma, head over to my blog at jeepmomma.com.